that is indeed all. Expected goals, no one even got above 0.5 in a match finished 0-0. This is what Carlo Ancelotti had to say after the game.
Pues creo que ha sido a nivel defensivo un muy buen partido. Creo que el equipo ha tenido una buena actitud, orden, ha tenido a veces buena presión ofensiva. Creo que atrás lo hemos hecho muy bien, no hemos concedido oportunidades prácticamente. Esto es lo bueno que hemos hecho. Y después, en la otra parte, que se podía ser mejor, con balón, con un juego un poco más fluido, pero creo que al final un empate bueno, con un buen partido, salimos satisfechos, con confianza para el próximo.
So what does that mean? Well, Brazil sitting fourth, they'll qualify. It'll be fine, no problem. There are some bigger games going on literally as we speak. A certain Venezuela in action against Bolivia. Very much all to play for. Thank goodness for Daniel Levy, or else we'd have to try and fill a show talking about that rubbish.
Well, Good luck. You know, Carlo Ancelotti, he's not wrong, and I think this is a clear statement as to where Brazil is currently. This was a good result for Brazil. This 0-0 draw at Ecuador, given what Ecuador have been in World Cup qualifiers, given what Brazil is currently in World Cup qualifiers, it's a good result for Brazil. That is now the standard. Obviously, it wasn't the standard in years past, but it is where we are currently with Brazil, that a 0-0 draw at Ecuador is a good result. And to the point that Ancelotti was making defensively, yeah, they looked organized, they looked well structured, they did not get stretched, they did not get out of positions, they did not expose themselves, and did not allow Ecuador to create many opportunities. But I would also say that if there was a team that was going to win this game, it was more likely to be Ecuador than Brazil. Brazil, in the attacking half, in the final third, nothing. No dynamic movement. No explosion, no creativity.
Which is exactly what we said pre-Ancelotti.
Correct. No defenders joining in the attack in wide areas, no outlet, whether that's Alejandro or Vanderson or whoever it may be, that we always think of Brazil as at right back getting in the attack, say a Cafu, for example, or at left back getting the attack, say Roberto Carlos. That's not happening. Even by the way that they were set up, you were not getting Alejandro to get forward, you were not getting Vanderson to get forward on the right-hand side. You're not getting midfielders with creativity joining in the attack either. So while, yes, they were structured defensively and they were organized, there were no chances taken forward, no risks taken forward. And it was all about whether Vini Jr. could do something, did a couple of things, and that's it. The rest of this team, offensively, nominal contributions at best. 0-0 is a result that was fair. If anything was going to win, it was Ecuador. In the end, a good result, positive result for Brazil, even though it's only a draw.
Did you watch what you doing Football Americas, Shank?
Somebody owes me 90 minutes of my life. Somebody owes me 63 minutes of my life back. That was a hard watch.
That's no way to speak about Football Americas.
that was a hard watch. Added to all the things Ali's saying, and you wanted to see Brazil's improvement, or if there would be any, under Carlo Ancelotti. I thought what Ecuador did, and they set up very well defensively very early on and exposed Brazil's biggest shortcoming, in my opinion. There is simply no creativity in midfield for Brazil. So unless Brazil were able to win the ball back in the attacking third, there just was no kind of attacking threat for Ecuador to worry about. And that summed up Carlo Ancelotti's big challenge for this side, because even when you look at the starting 11, nobody jumps out as that player who can make a difference from midfield. And as a result, it really offers very little in terms of what we've come to know and expect of Brazil teams in the past.